Guess who forgot to start the butt? Scene 1, take 2 in about 15 seconds. How we doing, Turtle, today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much again yesterday for all the craziness. That was so insane, man. I really enjoyed last night. It was freaking mental. And the butt is running. All right, scene 1, take 2. Do it again, please. While I'm finishing preparing, be right back.
I like turtles.
That was better. That worked way better like that. All right, and I think I'm pretty much ready to start. The car is not straight and lined up on the hoist, but whatever. Whatever, it should work just fine for today. So, all right, let's open that up. Here we go. Back in, welcome in, how we doing? Let's go! Welcome everybody! Happy Saturday, I hope you're doing amazing. So, welcome for another stream on the car. In the intro, that was not S13. You want to get another try? We can play it again if you want. It was not an S13. I know you're talking about that shot there. BMW, the same one we see at the end right there. It is my BMW M3 E36. This is the car I'm actually racing right now in autocross. It's right there. You don't see it, but like right outside of the garage there, it's my BMW right there. So and right now we're working on that one, so that's the plan for today. We should see if everything goes well, if that one can cooperate and actually works before a long time. Basically we could go ahead and get ourselves a lovely little BMW stream, and maybe even a Camaro, one, maybe two Camaro stream early summer. And we have a Mazda 3, brand new Mazda 3 all-wheel drive turbo also coming our way, where we're gonna do full-on exhaust, air intake, and a few little mods like that on the car. So yeah, we should have a lot of action coming our way for the beginning of the summer, because some people will say, well, right now I have 5, but the Camaros one are not all mine. What's up, Dadu? Basically, I got 5 at the minute. I have a Nissan Versa that's not working that I need to fix and sell. Oh my God, I forgot about that shit. I always forget about it. I'm not fast enough. Fuck. Stop, guys. It's lagging. No! Delete. Boom. Yo, what's up, Mr. Lee? Welcome in. Hello, Danny. How you doing? Guys, you decided to throw that in. You're gonna be just watching it the entire run. I don't care. I don't freaking care. It's your problem at this point, not mine. How many of them is there? Okay, 4 to go with that one. So we're just rating. The panic. I love that. I love that. Oh my god. I was supposed to answer a question there. Oh, I already hear it so many times yesterday. Ah! I'm dying. Dies from cringe. Oh, thanks God you were late to the party. God damn it, like just by the time it took me to go to the page and remove it, that was already so magnitude. We're gonna get through that. It's all good, it's all good. One more to go. One more, one last one. Let's go! I wanna hear some noise in the chat. We lost 2 viewers with that because people don't understand what's going on. People feet. Lick my toes. Hell yeah. All right, we went through it, thanks God. So, and you're going with the noise. You're gonna make the stream block now. I forgot to split the audio. If I shout loud enough, it won't hear it. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen, we need to cover the butt. So we're certainly gonna hear nothing. Woo! Let's go. You won't hear that, YouTube. We won't get the video blocked. Like 2 or 3 out of 1. Oh, there we go. How we doing? Happy afternoon. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you are having the best time of your life right now. We're about to start, finally. Vaking, let me answer your question. So Vaking asked me, how many cars do you own? 5 was the answer. Right now I have a Nissan Versa that isn't working properly. I just need to fix the hood latch, and after that, sell it. I have a Camaro 1986 I was using as a winter drift car. That one is kind of rusty. It's a little bit of a rust bucket. It's not super reliable. It uses a lot of gas. So yeah, it's not the best car, but still pretty fun to drive. But that one is sitting in my driveway for the last 2 years. Because I just don't give a fuck about it. The track I was going to is now closed, and so because of that, I'm like, I cannot do anything with it pretty much, and it's not that fun to drive in the street, so it's sitting there for now. Third one, my little Honda Fit, that is my daily driver. Right now, we put 50,000 kilometers on it in the last 2 years. Really reliable, not like super economic and everything, so I mean, it does the job, right? BMW M3 36, that's my summer car and race car at the minute. And the Datsun, that's right there, obviously. That's my cars. And on top of that, on the stream, we're gonna be working on the Mazda 3 from Danik. Yeah, the Honda Fit, honestly, I really like it. As a winter car, it's actually freaking funny to pretend you're a rally driver in the snowstorms and just like going around a corner, lifting quickly the throttle so the rear just starts sliding, and then you just manage a sick power drift there. It's so freaking good. So yeah, Danik has a Camaro and a Mazda 3. We should be working on both of them on stream during the summer. Probably the Mazda 3 first, as soon as I get that car out of the way, and then after that it should be pretty cool. Oh man, honestly, okay, like the first reason about the Honda Fit was to use it as a daily driver, and when we're gonna get another daily driver, I want to keep the car and maybe do my rally license with it. Here in Quebec, you can basically do a rally license with like quite a basic car, and if anything happened to it, I will love to actually swap a K20 or K24 in it, because the K-Series subframe, like engine mount, transmission mount and everything, it's like about $800 for a kit to just bolt it in place, and then after that, of course, it's the axles and those kind of stuff, but overall it's not like a massive swap to do. So yeah, honestly, I already checked all that because that will be fun, but for now I need to get that one out of the way because I can't start another project car until that one is pretty much done, right? Welcome everybody, hope you're doing amazing. What's that clip, Danik? Qu'est-ce que t'as clippé là? If I shout loud enough, it won't hear it. All right, that wasn't the best one. Okay, let's go there. What we're gonna do now is pretty simple. Today we're aiming at replacing the clutch oil line. Basically, we have the clutch pedal here pressing against like a hydraulic piston, if you want, which is the master cylinder. And right now we have the pleasure to get a little leak on that line in the transmission. So I don't even know as of right now if it is even doable to actually remove that line from inside the transmission without removing the said transmission. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really scared, because if we cannot remove it, we're in some huge trouble for the rest. But we're gonna start slowly and make our way to that. We're gonna go and crack it open. First thing first, my plan will be to clamp the line and try to avoid losing all the oil while we're actually removing that. So what we're gonna use for that is one of those clamp here that helps just squishing the oil line. So let me do this. I haven't even tested the camera setup before streaming, so let's test that. Dual side. Hey, that's a beautiful camera there. Let's go fix that. Oh, you don't see the camera. Huh. Might be a short stream, by the way, today. I just had an invitation for tonight, so maybe it's gonna be a short stream, but I wanted to make some progression on the car, so we'll see. We're gonna test that through the stream in itself and see where we're going. That's cool. That's way better. We see the car now. Car got rained on, so you can see now it's all dirty and filthy, even worse than it used to be. Whoa, so cool. So, actually, what I'm gonna do is bring you on the other side. Jonesy, how we doing? Welcome in, sir. Front cam. There we go. Let me bring you to the other side, actually. So that way you're gonna see a little bit better what I'm doing here. Up, up, that, and that. Dual side. There we go. So, right now we have the clutch line going out right here. So that one is clean. I don't have any oil leak on it. Like, that's greasy a little bit. What is that? Oh no, we're good, we're good. Okay, yeah, that was, I think, the thread lock in there. So basically that one here did work pretty well. It's the one at the other side of the transmission that's not that good. So what we're gonna do first of all is clamp that line here to try to prevent. The idea is to like fully replace it. So it doesn't matter if we actually crush the line a little bit. The idea is really to try to prevent any like oil from dripping on the clutch itself. So we're just gonna try to cut the actual clutch flow here by doing so and so, and hopefully that's enough to hold it in place. Let me check if it looks like it actually worked. Doesn't look that good. I mean, it does clamp it. I'm not sure it clamped it enough. Maybe I could use another thing. Doing good, trying to set up a GoPro as a pedal cam. Nice. For IRL driving or for the sim setup. That's sick. I love the idea. In the future, having two interior cam plus, oh, the sim, nice, love that. Yeah, for the Datsun IRL backpack, if I could run 3 camera, that will be the wet dream right there, where I could have a pedal cam, head and steering cam, and the exterior 360 cam. That will be so mental, but I don't know if the internet feed will be enough to actually deliver that. But yeah, so we're gonna start with trying that setup here with just the blue clamp. If it doesn't work, we're gonna take a vice grip and just like clamp it real hard to make sure we're not leaking oil everywhere. Now the idea is really to go under the car and actually check out if we can remove that. We received a bunch of parts, by the way, this week, including some new spark plugs wire which are going to maybe solve the issue of being too close to the headers. So we're gonna test that eventually. Since this is the easy part of the job, we're gonna go under the car first. One thing that happened in the last 2 weeks is that I actually started and moved the car quite a few times. If you remember, last time we worked on the car, we actually put some GB weld on the front timing cover in a place where I did 2 aluminum welding, and it seems like they are not leak free. So we're gonna go and check if it leaked again at the same time when we moved the car in the few days after that job. So let's do that. Front cam. There we go. Let's move that here. Let's close that because we don't want to crush it on the ceiling. I'm really happy with the hydraulic strut. The gas strut to open the hood is just doing its work so good. I moved the cam pointed at the wheel there. Yeah, fair. What's up, Sam? Likey, it has some Huge front camber. Ça fait un bout que t'es pas passé. Comment ça va? Comment était le Japon? J'ai tellement hâte qu'on en jase la semaine prochaine. So Drop in chat just came back from an epic trip in Japan. I think he had the time of his life over there. Wouldn't be surprised if he just told me, yeah, I'm moving there next year. That looks so epic. Yeah, we got a lot of camber. We're gonna have to figure out if we want to keep that much or not. Car stable, cool. But right now we're chasing some oil leak, man. It's so close to being like usable on the street. So close. You might get Tarkov? Oh my god. We gave you a good enough preview. You want to have the game now, right? All right, let's test that. Up, 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 and let's bring the camera underneath. Fair enough, and I get why. Like, apparently, as a tourist, sometimes it can be a little bit rough because Japanese people are actually, I would say, like, kind of racist. It's true and untrue at the same time. It's mostly that they protect their job and stuff like that a lot. If they have the choice between a very well qualified person from another country and a Japanese person, they will give it to the Japanese person. Doesn't matter the experience or whatever. So that's the thing with them, and like that's fair. I get why. So you know, it's not too bad, but yeah. Front cam, dual side. It's just like, yeah, they protect a lot their job and stuff, so yeah, actually that's what they are, and that's fair enough. Like, as a tourist, the country looks freaking amazing, but yeah, working there and everything, maybe not so much, so that's the point. Guess what? It didn't really work. I still have oil leaking there, I think. Well, actually, do I? Because that GB well did solidify everything. We have oil for sure, but where is it coming from is the question. It's the $1,000 question there. Because now we are pretty much clean right here. I know you don't see a lot here, but basically what I'm chasing is an oil leak. You see, do you see it? Basically all here is oily, so maybe it's really the pan versus the front cover there that has an issue. That could be it. It's less intense than it was, so I'm pretty sure. So it might be really the front cover in itself that has an issue there. So maybe it's gonna stay like that for now. Because I cannot really do anything against that until I remove the front cover another time. It's not leaking as bad as it used to. That I'm pretty sure of. But yeah, I think it's leaking oil from the, oh yeah, I see it there. It's actually the oil pan gasket, I think, that is not really doing a great job right now. And a few little things here too. Those one here are doing their job. We have the coolant, not the coolant, but the oil cooler line right there. We have a little drip of oil on here, which seems to be maybe coming straight from the adapter module on the side, or maybe the actual oil filter itself, but I doubt that. So really it's a tough call to do here. Really, I feel like it might be that module here, the issue. because everything is oily in there. So the actual sensor here has a bit of oil on it, but it's not major. Like, might be that plug at the bottom here too, but no, because it's oily everywhere on top too, so it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think the connection between the oil pan, the block, and actually that module here is maybe what is causing the issue. Oh, you're going in Japan in November? That's insane. And that's fair, Jonesy, I get that. Well, last time we tried something, but like obviously that was the test, moving the car a couple of times around and everything, and apparently didn't do the job. And here we have right there a little drop of oil, and that's the one we're fixing today. This one is not engine oil, it's brake oil. It is the one going in the transmission right there, and it is at the fitting here that we have an issue. So we're gonna try to disconnect it right now from that little side window that we have. So let me show you. Basically on that transmission, the good thing is we have that hole on the side here that allows us to like put a tool through and everything, and we're just gonna try to get a reach to where we need to go and get it removed. If we can disconnect that side after that, we should be good technically to go ahead and remove it entirely from the car and get that sorted out. So let's try that. Yo!
Nose 442 just joined the crew.
Hey Nose, what up? How we doing? Thanks so much for the follow, appreciate it. You are number 1002 normally, which is freaking epic. We're in the 4-digit, guys. How cool is that? Let me check something too. We're dealing with a bunch of shit now on the car. We're just trying to make sure that everything's working the way it was intended. So yeah, so far everything seems great. So except like the fuel oil leak, it's a GM. I'm not technically surprised. I feel like I could remove the oil pan and sort that out a little bit, but yeah, I'm not planning to do that before the first test drive for sure. We'll see later on. Yeah, we're doing good. We're trying to make progression on a car that is freshly built but actually leaking oil. Oil leak and 2 meaningless check engine. Yeah, well, I mean, true, not true. Ours actually has no check engine now. Basically, Sam, we started the car. I should have showed you just before lifting the car, but basically right now we have a car that starts idle really great, works great on throttle too. It did the break-in at 2000 RPM, 2200 RPM, like a champ, all the way up to its temperature, and then after that like it hold that for 15 minutes right here in the garage. So that was pretty amazing. And through all that, we have 0 check engine code now. The only one we had was a bad setting for the cam sensor, and now that this is sorted out, we have a car that idles like a charm. So yeah, there we go. So let's start slowly doing that. Let me check here. I should have one plug left. So basically the thing we're looking for right now is to go and remove something that looks like this. Front cam. There we go. We're looking to remove a fitting like that. So what happened basically is that when I machined those lines here, you have a metal sleeve like that supposed to help for the seal, and that metal sleeve actually didn't sit properly with the outer sleeve of the line. Technically speaking, they are made to do what I did with them. But like really, I don't know if it's the line quality, the fitting quality or whatever. I really had some huge trouble with that 3AN line. And so we're kind of stuck with the issue here of making that work. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out for sure. So let me just figure out which size it is. Is that really a 13? Yep, it is 13. Shit, I thought it was smaller than that. I was hoping for smaller than that actually. So I don't have my 13 normal wrench because it's a little smaller. We're gonna see if we have even the reach for that. Where's me 13? It's not in here. It's gonna be on the workbench here then. We probably used it. We could technically go with that too. I'm saying that, but I don't see it, and I'm kind of scared now. I need that 13 mil bad. Where are they? Why am I missing my 13 mil wrench? Well, I have another one I can use for now, but I feel like the one I'm looking for is actually going to work better. A 620, that's sick, man. I would love that. One of my friends sent me one that was looking like actually freaking clean. It was just on the other side of the United States for me, so not the ideal. Oh, actually I can go with half an inch. That's true. Let's go with that. So, bam, that we're gonna try to insert that in the transmission and actually be able to just slightly move it. Other possibility is probably to go ahead, cut the line, and like cut the line really close to the transmission, so that way I can actually insert my wrench in there and go through the line to the fitting and use the ratchet wrench, so we can get that done like this. However, we need to think of, hey, we're gonna have to put it back, so let's try to make it in a way that we're gonna be able to reinstall it in the same exact manner, so that will be cool. Need to go to Nevada to need something on the other side of the US. Oh my God, why do you need to go there? What are you doing over there? For fun or for business? Dual side. Oh, let's go. All right, let's try to figure out if we have enough access there to actually make that happen. So with this, what we need to do is go in there. Why? That line seems a little loose. I'm scared now. Oh, don't tell me it's the fitting. I think it is. If it is, we might be in some trouble there, guys. All right, it's the one that's pressed in there, so it is actually moving a little bit, and that's no good for us. Oh, the girlfriend just came back. All right, do I need a 14 to hold it? No, I need another half an inch to hold it in place. All right, that's gonna be interesting there. So I need to break that open. I'm almost sure there's a way to fix that line, by the way. Almost sure. But really rough. There is a place where they sell imported Japan arcade machine. Man, that's so sick. That's actually epic. I love that. I love that. Just for that, that's insane. I love it. Let's go with this, All right, wish me luck. We're gonna see if we can actually break open that line. If so, it's the best freaking transmission ever because it is serviceable outside of the car. But I have a solid doubt that we're gonna make any miracle there. Okay, like that, and now I need to break it open. and I don't see shit of what I'm doing. So can I hold that one here like this? That's gonna be a tough one for sure. That's gonna be a tough one for sure. If a laptop can run a garage setup, really depend on the laptop, I will say. It's hard to tell because it's all based on how good it can actually send the signal and everything, which isn't that hard. So I'm tempted to say yes in the first place, but it's also the heat over time where it's trying to basically keep cool while doing the stream that may become an issue for you. So that's where I will be the most scared about it. All right, we got it cracked open a little bit. I really need, I think I'm gonna go grab a light for my forehead. A headlamp just so we can do multiple things at the same time. Do I still have batteries in there? Seems like a yes. Woo! Seems like maybe no. Looks like it's fading. Let's check that out. Yep, it's fading real hard. It's not strong at all. Shit. Battery out. Oh, let me try the other one, but I think the other one's in charge. Because yeah, basically the laptop, it's all about the heat. So you need to make sure it's well ventilated and everything. It's not hard to try it. So definitely I will think about that. That here, that's not a good plug for it, of course. Can I use you then? Nope, can I use you then? I have so many lights and none of them are charged. I'm gonna put that one on charge at least. That should help. There we go. That one here, is it a plugged one? It is. Maybe we're gonna have some luck, guys. So I need a good light source. Or maybe actually my battery Ryobi one will do. Damn. That. Yeah, that one will do actually. Just like this. All right, well, there we go. Nothing to worry about. Actually, we might be good to go. I'm scared a little bit of how it's gonna turn out, but we might be good to go. If we can remove it there. So that one here, if I'm going like this, because I break it open, that's for sure. But can I just cannot access it by almost nothing. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Come on. What the fuck was that? Oh, rocks under my tire. I need that one to hold the bottom fitting. So I feel like if I was to have that line in my hand here, I could maybe twist it in a way now that it's like open, that could make it work. So maybe we're gonna start to uninstall it or cut it right there. I could just cut it here and use that and try it, because we have the new one. So as long as the new one is fitting in place, which should be the case, you know, we should be good. What do you reckon, guys? I feel like we could do that. So right now, what I might need to go for is cutting that line here, click and just unscrew it from here while holding that, because we definitely break it open. So what I'm gonna do is actually make sure we are clamped properly by just putting if I'm about to cut it, might as well put an actual vice grip on it. Like so, because I don't want to empty on the floor the actual master cylinder. That would suck a little bit. There we go. Properly clamped. Let's cut it now. I'm scared. I'm actually scared of fucking up. Where's my good old cutter? Right here. That one is kind of stuck a little bit. I mean, it works. Try to, it's actually quite rusty, so I don't know if it's cutting still enough for that. I'm gonna try to find out maybe another one in the meantime. Maybe that one there, or oh, is that another one? Oh, that one. Those one looks good. All right, let's try that. Ready for a mess, guys? Ready for a mess. We got some oil leaking now by just pressuring that. Okay, that won't cut it just fine, but it leaks from inside there, so definitely we can tell. Well, we broke it open, so it's hard to tell like that it is really only that. But it does feel like we are on something there. I need to remove that TANGIA party alert when there's nothing happening. I don't like it. Oh my God, that's rough in the hands. Let's try to find something even better to cut. Are those one more aggressive, you think? Let's try it, I guess. That one doesn't look sharp for shit. How about that one? Oh, looks slightly better maybe. Bit more stuck, but could do the job. Let me lubricate it. Today is gonna be a trial and error on that. Like I said, it's the biggest things to do. And after that, we're on for some better result technically. So that will mean we're gonna start at the transmission down here to actually reconnect the new line. Oh, that seems definitely better. That's Just started to go through, that's good. Come on, get on there. Come on, we need you to brake. I know that was not your purpose in the first place, but now we need you to. There we go. It's not fully broken, but it is a good start. Can I go on the other side there maybe? I hate those pliers, to be honest. Don't feel like they are great at doing what I'm doing with them. Okay, we are almost there. It hurts a little bit to break something you've done and put effort on. Okay, maybe now the other pliers will do the job, since it is starting to go to its place. There we go. It is now removed. Let's see inside what it is doing now. It's leaking oil. That's the first thing it's doing for sure. And it spins freely, of course. So that won't help us for now. Jamal, how we doing? Welcome in, sir. Hope you're doing good. Been a while. Why not a nabbing? Hell yeah, welcome in. So we're having an issue right now that we're trying to fix on that damn car that is so close to running and driving, but we're just not there yet. So if I'm pushing, I didn't want to splash myself there. If I'm pushing you right there. So I can see that this is loose. Yeah, we're gonna have a rough time putting that back in, that's for sure. That's actually for sure, for sure. One of the fitting, the 3-AN fitting I machined for the slave cylinder, for, well, the actual oil line from the master to the slave is leaking. And so it is probably, when I machined it, I failed. And so because of that, I need to try to remove it, and I don't want to remove the entire transmission, of course. So yeah, we're having a rough time right now trying to get that out of there. So we're trying to make sure it is getting out properly, but there we go. There we go, guys. I think I have it. Yep. Come on. Oh, is it? I'm saying that. Am I? Or, oh yeah, I think actually I am. Let's hold it down here. Nailed it. Yeah, no, let's not put some Flex Seal on there. I've already done something sketchy on the car so far. I won't push my luck. And the something sketchy isn't that bad either. There we go. We got it. So let's explain a little bit. Front cam. Well, this is probably going to drip a little touch of oil. Let's actually explain it. So what happened? When I machine those line here, you'll see that right there. You see these right there? This is the outer shielding. This is like the actual rubber part covering the braided stainless steel mesh. Here, that got pushed from machining that. On all of them I've done so far, it worked like this, but it's not supposed to do that. I think that the line I bought has not enough tolerances or quality testing, and that the diameter is slightly too big for an actual -3 AN PTFE fitting. And so when I machined it, it created that issue here. Like I said, so far everywhere it was working, but that one started leaking after 2 months of barely not using the car or using the clutch. We bled the clutch, everything was fine. We moved the car a few times, everything was fine. And until 2 weeks ago, everything was fine. And then suddenly, boom, it started to leak. So there we go. So that's why we're doing all that today. It's really not a fun job. Honestly, you see it like going in the transmission there. But if we actually get it done without removing the transmission, it's a W. Like, that's my biggest fear, having to disconnect the transmission and everything to get it to its place. And so far, it seems like we might be lucky. What I bought now for replacing that line is that I measured my entire line the other day, and I bought one that is supposed to be, let's check, 28 inches long. We're gonna double check that, because ours was like 27-ish measured, roughly, maybe more, in reality close to 25. So better a little bit too long than a little bit too short. So I bought one that has some banjo fitting on top of it, but it is basically banjo fittings going in the 3 AN size. So this is exactly what we need. Bam, just that. Going down to this here. We could technically replace for a banjo fitting on the master cylinder, so it will be pointing towards the right direction right there. I don't know if I have the bolts. I don't have the bolts included. So, what up?
Fan 727 brings reinforcement to the pit crew with
What up,
27
Hunt?
views.
How was your stream? How was Hunt? Last time I looked, you were on Hunt. How was it? Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome on the most amazing Datsun on Twitch. I hope you're ready for that. What is even this? I don't even know. Oh, it is something to hold it, I think. You're tired? Why? Yeah, I know I was supposed to, but I felt like shit this morning, and now I'm working on a shitty job. Hey, but we're trying to fix an oil leak on the car, and I do believe we can make it happen. So, you know, that's a nice progression, and I love progression. So we're gonna try to get that done. But yeah, yeah. But we're gonna play this week for sure. Welcome everybody. If you don't know Hawk here in chat, well, let's make sure to drop her a follow. Shout out /@ Hawk, because she's the most amazing streamer, mud, anything you'll find on Twitch. She's just amazing. And she found out last night that she also has a sound called Gamer Girl in here, and it is pretty funny. It is dirty as fuck, because that's what happened when you're fabricating stuff on it. And dirty is not a problem.
Get back in the garage, bitch. Change my tire. This game isn't for you. That's where I get shit on.
Yes, ma'am. change the tires. See, most amazing person on her fact. So there we go. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for the rate. I'll really appreciate it a lot. Right now, like I said, we're working on changing a line to put that one in place instead. We're gonna measure it first to be sure it is the proper length based on what we measured last time. So let's do it. Should be around 29 inches long. That's what she said, or he said. And we are pretty much there, close to 30 even with the fittings and everything, so that's perfect. So let's go ahead, let's make sure we get that in place, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that car is gonna have a pretty clutch line that's gonna make it work for a long time. Be ready. There's a lot of uncomfortable position through that job, so let's get to that. I'm gonna test right away. Whoop, whoop. That here, my wrench is fitting on top. It is barely fitting, so that's gonna be an interesting one. Maybe I should resize it slightly, but let's go. Dual side. No, they are not Advents. I know which one you're talking about, the Advent A052, but no, these are Nankang CRS. They were the cheaper 200 thread wear for the size I was looking for. Pretty good tires once you put some heat into them. So this is what I'm running for now. Eventually, I'm gonna be looking maybe at a different setup, but the actual idea right now is to start the car and adjust it on that. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and maybe put some 12 inches wheel at the back for the racetrack. So not for the day-to-day driving, but for the racetrack. Oh, hug. You want something cool? You want something amazing we receive? I haven't shown on stream yet. I just need to make sure, where's the box? Where did I put that box? It's pretty, so you're gonna like it. But I had the box in my hand this morning. Oh, I put it in the car, shoot! Wait, I can probably grab it there. All right, guys, close your eyes. Don't do that at home. We are professional mechanic, okay? So we can go on a bit on something that has wheels like this and still do our things pretty good there without dying. There we go, easy peasy. I received the new lug nut for the car, front cam. Unboxing video, like and subscribe for more. Yo, it's looking blue, it's actually purple. The color doesn't match. For me, the color is closer to the text underneath. So, wait. Dual side. There we go, that's more like it. Look at that, that's the new nuts for the actual wheels. So the old one were a little bit disgusting. They were a little bit scratched. So we have a beautiful set right here. Whoa, woo! Even have the socket for it. So that, and so we're gonna be able to change your tires. So yeah, it's not royal blue, it's purple for real. And they look quite pretty. They are made of steel, so that way I shouldn't have to worry about quality and them breaking with all the power we have. So yeah, should be pretty cool, All right, guys, let's jump into the car. Hop, we can do that. If we can just manage to connect it inside there, the rest of the job is actually not bad. It's actually not that bad. So all we need to do is to successfully put that in there and connect it in the spot there. So far, so good. If I can just start it on the thread. It's so rough on the fingers. I'm really, like, my hand doesn't fit well in the hole there. So it's really rough to just go and actually have a good good grip on it. Is it connected? Yo, seems like it already started, so that's good. Can I? We can just do that and actually connect it like that. It will be fantastic. And I think so far we're having a W. Yeah, they are made of stainless steel, those ones. Yeah, no, I'm not buying the cheap aluminum one because they are always looking beautiful and because they are anodized and they are like not really damaging too much. But yeah, no, I'm not running that for sure. There's not a chance. Guys, we're almost all the way threaded in. That's kind of insane. If I can get that to hold in place and that to actually connect our line, that could be a real W there. Let's try to make sure we are as far as we can on the thread. You believe whatever you want, fully. You can ask your mother. I'm sorry, Folly. Too easy. Too easy. I'm an asshole. That was actually a good one, Phil. You have to recon. Okay, now it's moving everything. Cool. So that's it. Maybe I can go ahead, hold that fitting, because basically the fitting in the GM transmission is not friendly at all for that kind of job. So what I'm gonna do now, okay, yeah, there we go. You did exactly what I was expecting. Now Foley's gonna be mad. So sorry. I'm removing some gasket that was left there during the assembly of the transmission. Not something I've done, but something that's there. Okay, let's see if we can actually connect it now. So what I need to do is get that hold in here, that hold in there. Oh my god, that's gonna be so rough to actually tight that thing in place. Because I just don't have enough space here, that's the problem. That's our main issue right now. So that then maybe that. It seems not too bad. I feel like I need to play with it a little more. That's probably where it's gonna get handy for us to get that set up. It's not fully mounted. Oh my god, that's rough. It's really rough to know what I'm doing there. So right now, the idea is to just try to get in there and actually sit it properly. Really like crush that here, that fitting, really make it seal tight to our actual part in the transmission, and it is like basically super hard to get a proper access to it. So right now I have a wrench against the other end like this, and I need to hold a part that's swiveling in there. So the fitting is like, it's a weird setup, which means we're actually having a little bit of difficulties to make it work the way I want it to work. Oh, we just gained a lot there. That was actually a decent try right there. If I could simply hold that one more time, right there. If I could just hold that, we could be moving on. That one needs to go like this. Did it work? It did kind of work. Okay, there. And now I need to make sure I'm holding it properly and up. Yo, we're gaining. We're making progression there. I can tell. Yep. Yeah. Pretty sure that we are almost fully good now. Alright, that seems pretty good. We're gonna find out quite soon if it's still leaking and we need to just press it even more. But technically right now it feels like a W, to be honest. Like the only other way I could make it better is by doing so right here. Need you to rotate a little more. Come on. Yes, almost. And then hold it from underneath. Almost, but no, I won't have the excess for that. All right, well, let's go up and start removing it from the top now. Let's do that. Yep, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna test that fitting there by going on top. We're gonna remove the old line and see what we can get done with that. So let's drop the car. The hardest part is technically in place. We're gonna see if it's like closed enough for it to seal. Hopefully it is. Hard to tell. I had some good resistance in the wrench though, so I want to believe, but there's a lot of pressure in there, so it's gonna be hard to know until we test it and bleed it and use it a few times. Front cam. There we go. Up. Hopla. If we can get that done, man, today I will be so damn happy. And it's raining outside. We cannot have a beautiful weekend once in a while. It's been like since the last month and a half, we didn't had any good weekend so far. Well, not actually fully true, because when Onika was around, we had a beautiful day at the track. Oh, you have a motorcycle. That's true. I forgot about that. All right, let's get in there. Yeah, no, honestly, on the weekend right now, it's awful. Is there rain supposed to be there for the first slalom? I hope not, man. Apparently the Vitor are awful in the rain. But we're a bunch that will be running that, so I guess we're gonna do what we're gonna do with that. We're just gonna deal with it. All right, let's do that here. Dual side. Dual side. Dual side. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna change. Hopefully it's gonna change. I will take a beautiful weekend, please. For the first slalom, that will be great. Oh, Only Cow won't show up today. He's at the track, that's true. He's actually working, well, not working, but driving in autocross with the MCO today. That's cool. Yeah, rip. I really hope like we get something decent next week. Rain was already awful when it was last weekend for the CADL stuff, so I really hope we get something cool. Let's crush the line. So the idea here is to basically crush the line enough so that way we don't have to worry about it leaking everywhere. So I'm gonna cut it right under that. Whoa, what's going on?
To do 500 is looking for more power for the last 7 months.
7 months of power. Let's go. That will take so much for the resub. Big love. 7 months. That's insane. Make sure that you actually refresh your page, so that's gonna prevent the ads from running. I'm gonna guess that what happened. You got an ad now and actually said, nope, fuck that. Click. Thank you so much. Let's go. Bam. Big love. But yeah, hopefully the rain. I don't know if I want to switch tires in heavy rain, not with the RE71 RS. They are actually good in the rain. It's the CRS and the Vitor. Apparently they're awful, but man, I'm gonna find a way to make something out of it, I guess. Oops, that was my cell phone. But yeah, so honestly, like right now, I don't know how I feel about those tires. I like, they're working great on the dry, but I haven't tested them on like in autocross. And from what I read, like I read a bunch of people posting about them on Facebook, including my twin brother from Finger Lake. Like there's a guy looking so much like me, it's crazy. And basically that guy said they are not reacting like any other 200 thread wear he tested before. And that comment there makes me wonder, like, am I going to be able to do something with them? I hope so, but that's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Let's try to cut that. By the way, to give you an idea how small the leak was, it dropped about 1 millimeter in the reservoir through like all the time it was leaking. It's only when pressing the pedal, it's not even making a full drop. So it's been like really a small leak, but the pedal feels squishy because of it. Because air in the system is no good. So that's why we are doing all that, because we want a nice, lovely clutch pedal. No feeling means no result. There we go. So I just cut that to avoid dropping all the oil everywhere. And now what we're gonna do is actually go on and remove the line. It's gonna be hard for me to show you guys. Let me try maybe to go like this and like that. But yeah, basically it's almost impossible for me to show you because everything's gonna happen under that part here. But what we're doing is really go ahead and try to remove everything. Yeah, they are for sure. Yeah, basically Extreme Contact Sport 2, like L'Angelier was running, Simon was running that too. That's the wet setup basically, and legit like I'm tempted to run that as some day-to-day tires on the BMW. So I have like a wet setup because of the Vitor. If it's raining next week, that's what's gonna make me make the call. Maybe I'm gonna order some of them just to run a decent day-to-day setup with actual potential for the wet. So racing stuff is actually kind of crazy sometimes. Let's grab those. I'm gonna need to remove one. Oh, I didn't know that, no. Well, there you go. You know you have some decent tire in the wet. I think you already knew it. Almost first shot, but I think that one's not the right one, right? Is it? Nope. Is that one just big enough to loosen that one since it's not really tight? Yeah. Okay, I'm removing a clamp for the clutch line. Like so. And then it's going to be under the car. Yep, right there. Me. Clutter, what up? How's it going? Front cam. It's going like that? I can show you basically, who did I send that to this morning? Oh, to Jeff. Send that to Jeff so I can show you actually the last 6 weeks. I had a 6-week vacation from work. So basically what happened through that is that I started working like crazy on the car, hoping to get it done in 3 weeks out of 6. Nailed it. We're close, so we're close. Yeah, the RE71 RS are better than that, I'm telling you. For sure, for sure. So, let me just do this, that. Just want to make sure. Wait for it. I'm sorry, it's taking some time. Awesome. Cool. So we started with that. Basically, that was week 1 of vacation. After 3 weeks, the car was looking like that, but no interior whatsoever. And then we went on with the interior here. So the interior is all back together, brand new carpet everywhere in the car. And then we have those things. So we did that, but the clutch pedal was feeling like bad. Like it's squishy and all at the minute. So I was like, what the heck's going on with that? And it's what we're fixing this morning. It's a small leak on a fitting eye machine. I need to change my USB cable. We can tell it's worn out with how much. That car is alive. It's alive. And from there we have also that where we hear for the first time the turbo whistle. The little Oi! Why I have no sounds all of a sudden? There we go, we heard it there, quite good. So it's running, it's idling, it'll lose itself between idle and throttle and then throttle back to idle, but just for like half a second. So sometimes it dies there, sometimes no. It's only a parameter in the actual stuff. Would have been the same without rain with Indy, yeah. Although I'm not to the level of small flaws, well, yeah, that's fair enough. So yeah, Clutter, that's pretty much what's up with the car. So we have the turbo flutter for the first time. Well, whistle, not the flutter, because we haven't heard that yet. Hopefully we're gonna hear it soon. But basically everything's pretty much in place. Now we're chasing a few little things that were not going too good. Basically we had some oil leak at the turbo oil input, and all that seems fixed. There's absolutely no oil leaking from there anymore. It was like getting a little bit weird, but yeah, everything seems fixed on that. We burned spark cable, classic LS stuff. We had a few leaks. There's still 2 oil leak on the engine, but I'm almost sure now that it is my oil pan gasket not doing its proper job. We might just torque it a little bit more, but I don't want to go overkill on it. Otherwise, like it's not enough for me to worry too much about it. And if the clutch line is done, we just need to bleed the brakes, because the brakes feels like shit right now. It's a sponge and a really soft pedal. So we're probably gonna do that off stream, me and my girlfriend, or on stream if she's willing for it. And then the car should be ready for the first test drive ever on the street. So that's cool. Can't wait to see how far I can push the shitbox with the RE. Basically, based on what I know from doing a tire upgrade on a car like yours, well, Dadu, you can expect to find everything being a bummer except the tires. The tires, you won't go like past their limit. Basically, you're gonna feel your suspension not willing to cooperate. You're gonna feel the car like bouncing a little bit and all, because it's gonna stick. What's up, my chef? How we doing today, sir? We are trying to change the oil, the clutch line that was leaky right now. So you can stay tuned if you want to see if we figure that out. All right, so there we go. Let's close the hood there. We're gonna go ahead and try to bring the actual clutch line all the way through. I was saying that it was maybe from under there, but I'm not sure. Let me just give myself a bit of space. How we doing today, chef? Dual side. Legit, I can't wait to test the Vitor next week, hopefully on the dry, because I'm curious to see if I can understand what I need to do differently for them to work properly, based on what I read on the internet. And I'm so scared still of not enjoying them at all. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do if after 1 or 2 events I'm like, they are shit and I wanna change them. I could probably sell them, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right, there we go. I'm gonna remove the second clamp here, just so we have full access to the actual line. There we go. And we still have one underneath. Let's go there. Front cam. I already did when we went for the private track day on the 11th. I did 2 sessions on them. Basically on the dry, I felt like in lapping they were giving me the same result as the RE71 RS. You drove the car last October when we went there. I was doing like 50 low on the car, and I was just not able to touch the actual like 49. With the Vitor, I was stuck in the same place. Like I was, instead of 50 low, I was like 50.6, I think. But basically that 0.3 was pretty much what everyone was doing. Like it was like everyone was slower by about 0.3 compared to what we done in October. Somehow, I don't know exactly why, but maybe the piss was dirtier and stuff like that. But yeah, so we were all 0.3 slower than last time, and based on that, it was giving me the same exact result as my RE71 RS. So in lapping, they're not that amazing. They're not bad, because I mean the RE71 RS are some freaking great tires. But yeah, it was giving me the same result. Like, it's not a god among the tire world, you know? So far, like, I like them. We're gonna see also how much they wear out, because apparently some people had bad time with it. They take a little bit more heat than RE71, apparently, to warm up. It's kind of good if it's like but not fading with heat. It was fading a little bit, but I was pushing the car. It was definitely, it was like doing 10 to 12 laps, and then they were fading. So it's a 200 tread wear, you know, so apparently they take a little bit more heat to stick to their full potential, and that's okay, because my BMW is actually quite heavy. So we're gonna see that from there once we're done, like doing a first proper test. But yeah, apparently in the wet they are actually real bad, because they take a little bit more heat to stick. So where the RE71 RS, you're able to actually put a bit of heat even in the wet. So we'll see. I mean, we're saying that, but to be honest, like, the CRS has a bad reputation in the wet, and I almost did like a third place raw with the RX-8 during the CADL event. So, you know, like, I was 2 seconds slower. If it was not of a cone, I was just 2 seconds slower in the rain from Simon, and 3 seconds slower from L'Angelier with the RX-8. With tires that are not meant to be in the rain, you know? While both of them were with actual rain tires, so there's always something to do. And I was not at my peak skill level of driving, to be honest. Kev can vouch for that. In one section especially. The other one were pretty good, but that one section, yeah, I was acting dumb, and the data showed it. Dual side.
Don't act dumb. On the goddamn ground.
Oh yeah. So let's see if the high train crash or not on the 7. The high train for what? For your new setup?
Get the fuck up.
Yeah, I was just not smooth at all on the car on one section. I was just like sending it. It was actually freaking fun to drive like that, but we knew not yet, Anarchy. I know the day will come, and I'm scared of that day, but just not yet. Well, actually, it's not that. Like, let's be honest, it's not the fact you were the faster the problem. It's the fact that during lunch break, we said it, we knew it, and I was not able to improve my driving. That's the part I said that makes me say I was like driving dumb. So right there we have our last clamp. So because that's actually a fact. I know the day will come, you will just destroy me. That's a 10 mil there. You're gonna destroy me eventually on your car, that's for sure. I'm almost like sure of that. The only thing that could make it not happen this summer is like, I don't know, like being unlucky or not being able to commit to something, but eventually, like, you're gonna get your hand, you're driving your car more than I do, and you're listening well to advice. So it just makes sense that at some point it's gonna be like, I'm gonna give you one comment, you're gonna be like, oh, what the heck, that's true, and bam, you're gonna send it with a result. Or being sick as a co-driver. Fair. Actually, let's be honest, you surprised, because to be honest, during during the actual lapping day, you had a lot of trouble. Even if I was not the smoothest or anything, you had a lot of trouble to handle it. And during the CADL event, you already made a lot of progress where you were able to be a co-driver with me for almost the entire day. What I did one run solo? Yeah, the last one. Otherwise, you spent the entire day with me, man. That's freaking insane. When we know that just a little before you were actually like destroyed. All right, that here, let's open that up here. That there, here. Bring the line is out. Then on the new one, we're gonna plug that one here. And it's gonna go, wait, am I in the right orientation there? I think so, right? Yes. There, click. Gonna keep the screws with me. Then from there, I need to go up here. Nailed it. Worst case, I'm gonna do it afterward. From there, I need to go up here. So please just go, sir. Don't be an asshat. Just do it. Did I ever told you I hate when stuff are not cooperating properly? Well, now you know. I have those two plastics things that we're gonna try to maybe remove. Just need that to go somewhere intelligent, basically. There we go. That's not too bad. We're starting to make it go towards where we need it to go. The braided line, that's probably the worst part with them. They are hard to flex in the shape you want. But once you get that done, it's not that bad. All right, come on there. I'm gonna just push you right there. So that way we have a place where we can put you. Maybe I need to go from the top now just to bring it to its position, and then after that we're gonna be good. Front cam. Huh. All right, what's that? Rain help a lot. It forces smoother driving. That's fair. Yeah, it will accelerate the progress for sure. I just saw the wheel and I was like, with actually accelerate, that makes no sense in my head. We saw the 12-hour of Bathurst. You are good in the rain. He's freaking, like, honestly, from all our sim racing team, he's the best driver in the rain, and like hands down. I'm not even close. Exactly. The dry, because I'm sharper, it pays, but too sharp, not enough experience in the rain, and not that you have much more experience, I think, but you're actually real good. I was closer during the CADL event than previous event. We will see how much I can endure in the dry, that's true. We'll see that. But like right now, I don't know if you noticed that, but like I'm sure you've thought about it. But just the drift training we're doing right now, it's pushing you like to your limit in terms of motion sickness and stuff. But that will also increase your tolerances technically, right? So actually, you're both developing a new skill for controlling your rear-wheel drive car, plus building up some endurance to your through the motion sickness situation and stuff. So actually, I see that as like a big W. I'm pretty sure it will, because basically you are setting yourself into a change of direction like situation, so I'm pretty sure it will help, especially for when I'm getting in a mood of like a rough driving and I'm going like a bit dirty. I think if I'm doing that for not a full session, but like just like during the CADL event where I was doing it for one sector, maybe there like you're gonna be able to handle that part, like not an entire like rough driving layout, but like maybe just like a part of a run will do. Fair enough. That's also fair enough. All right, let's go under the car, on top of the car. Try to bring the oil line to its place. Oi! Stay there. That. Let's go! And I have one clamp right there that I might be able to install, so let's bring it with us. Up. Dual, we're already in the right position. All right. I'm talking so much today and not being focused, but like the job's going great, so I'm okay with that. We might try to go see if we can just squeeze a little bit more the line underneath the car, like in the transmission after we installed it in place, because it will probably have rotated a little bit more. If that's the case, well, GG. If it's not, we're gonna try that this way, but I would really like to squeeze it just a touch more. Actually, good point there. Well, it's gonna depend how they build it. Honestly, like everyone's like, oh, it looks bad. I feel like it might be actually freaking fun if it's smooth. Doing one loop and then pushing out, it can actually be quite fun because it's at the beginning, you're not at full speed, you're not like going crazy, you're accelerating towards it. So there's a lot of bump, yeah, but again, we're not at full speed, so I want to believe it's gonna be good. Disclaimer, I have nothing to do with the layout, so if you don't like it, don't complain to me. Well, actually, I can take the comment and relay it, so that's all part of my job in the administration, I guess. Dual side. Can't wait, Sam, to bring that car, the Datsun, to the track. By the way, we're gonna have to talk about that. I'm trying to plan my summer in a way that I can bring it to a track and time at least once, and we have a month and a half between which one is it? I forgot. Between early July and mid-August, I think. Yeah. So we need to maybe set up a little date at a track and time event, both of us, so that way we can see what the Datsun has to offer. That will be so freaking good. That. And yes, we have enough length to reach it. I think it's slightly shorter actually than the one we had, but we'll see. It's hard to show you where I'm going with that. All right, I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna disconnect the last piece that we have here that's crushed right now. And from there, I should be able to actually go on and remove the entire line. So, and just plug the new one. It's gonna make a little mess, so we're gonna prepare some blue towels there. But yeah. That's fair, Sam. And yes, a little date. I don't mind the path crossing. I mean, it may get confusing. For me, okay, you want to see how you want to understand how I think when I'm looking at an autocross layout. There won't be really anything where I will complain a lot, and the reason is I always look at it as some cheap rally. Like for me, autocross is the cheap rally. Like it's the wish version of rally. So basically, a different layout every morning. You're getting there. You can only walk it to make like some sort of your pace note in your head, and then after that, you have 6 tries to make the best time. You don't have practice. You don't have anything. You just need to commit, and that's what I love about rally. It's like the commitment. And that's what I find interesting in autocross. It's not the seat time, it's not the speed, it's really the commitment. That's what like makes me love autocross that much. And there's not a very bad layout usually, because no matter what you throw at me, I'm just looking at it as how can I be fast into that. And see, that's where I think I missed a little bit that mindset during the CADL event for the midsection, because I should have been asking myself how can I be even faster. And even when we answered the question, I didn't apply it. So I was not in a good mindset there. But otherwise, that's what I want to do. And that's what I want to improve. I just want to have commitment. Now, I've been shitting on the layout of the CADL, because when you think of autocross, you think of an average speed of 60-70 kilometers per hour. That even was more like 45, so that was bad. But again, even if it was technically bad, it was actually giving us a good input, a good feeling on the car in the rain, because the inputs were quite intense and a little bit like unsmooth in some section. So that was actually a good practice for testing the RX-8, the car that I'm gonna be driving part of the summer, far away from home, and that is not my car. And honestly, every freaking time I drive that car, I'm falling in love. Every time, like with the car and his owner, but with the car, and so yeah, like honestly, it's so cool. I did not complain that much before I started looking at a lot of. You need to stop looking at them, basically just because love, big love. Basically because honestly, they have the space for it. We don't have that. We will never have the same layout that they do. But honestly, if you want to go to Finger Lake end of July, if you want to go to the Lincoln, Nebraska at the end of the summer, let me know. Honestly, I'm down. I want to maybe find a wheel, so I'm down to be a second driver. I'm down to be like whatever. If we're making a team to go there, be sure I'm gonna be there. And I know Sylvain and David are thinking about going there too, so there's a lot of fun to be done over there. Like technically, Sam, you one more male driver. Alex has her own class, so she's gonna be able to drive. So you cannot be more than 4 drivers on a car, two male to female, basically. So 2 men, 2 women. So that's pretty much what you can do. That's the way to max out a car, or to put it also in another category. That's the only things you can do to have more people on the same car. But still, like if that's something you want to think of, you can have the car, because like you and Alex won't be driving at the same time, and there's that. So honestly, I'm looking forward to going back into the US for some driving. Some people are not going this summer based on all the shitty stuff happening with Trump and everything, and that's fair. But on my side, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when. I don't have anything planned, but I want to think about it, and that's valid for you too, by the way, Kev. Like legit, if you want to make the trip at some point, you say, hey, I'm ready to take some vacation and go at that event or that other event, let me know, man. I'm really down for it, especially if we're like buying a new set of tires together mid-summer. Honestly, end of July, before getting in the second half of our season, that can be like an actual real nice event to go in Finger Lake. Oh, honestly, yes, and I already have a proposition for it to Sam, not yours, the one from Shal and Kim were there on CADL, and basically they already told me there's a fun run with my name on their car, so I can test it and give some comments and everything, and see what I'm doing with it. He just wants to see what I'm doing. I already told him I'm gonna probably put some cones on the right side. That's like my major things I need to fix this summer. Even with the RX-8, the BMW, name it, it's always on the right side. Always, I'm too close on the right side. Always, always, always. All right, guys, let's get that done. So we're gonna hope it won't empty the entire reservoir there, but we should be able to do something with that. Where are my wrenches? Tell me I didn't left them underneath. We're gonna be doing one thing today, but I'm okay with that. I'm having so much fun right now. On the date, it's around the end of July, early August. The dates are probably already available. It's just that I don't have them on top of my head. But honestly, like, imagine the same vibe as when you're in the Delta Club. Anyone know where the Canadian national? Technically, the Canadian should be in the West Coast this year, but up until March and April, there was no one that actually applied to host the event. That's crazy. That breaks my mind. Like, actually, no one said, "Hey, we want to be the club that will do it." I think we just set the bar too high last year. But yeah, it's always East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast every other year. Yeah, I know. But the provincial is going to be held at Montmagny Speedway this year by the Delta. So it's our year to hold the provincial tournament. So we're going to get that done. All right, let's test that. And I think it's going to be a 12 or 11 for the other one there. Yep, definitely. That's not treating. By the way, Sam, you're here. It's not something in rush. Are you still here, Sam? It's not something rush. It's something I want you to just start thinking about, okay? You and Alex, actually. I'm gonna wait to see if he's still here. I forgot to. Oh, he's there. So no rush, okay? And like, I mean it, no rush. I'm gonna have a job for you and Alex for Apex Creation to make probably this summer, like around July, if the car's working, it's soon, in the center section here. So you see how it's like going inside here? All that section here, I want to get a wrap done there with like an artwork, something cool like a design. I'm going to be thinking about it too, but basically I want some art, like some sort of artwork there with the name of everyone who paid for the car. So all that pink bar at the bottom over there, all the way over there on the other side. Everyone that put the money to get their name on the car. We're up to 12 names now, I think, if I'm not wrong. Basically, they're gonna be done there with like a wrap from you guys. So think of it. If you have any ideas, if Alex has any ideas, I really want to get your input on that, and I'm down to go wild for it. So, yep. Never again. Look, that's what I'm doing, okay? Metal. Yep. Look. That's my top, okay? That thing, yep, that's the maximum. I'm not touching anything else except that, okay? All right, that's cool. The golden wrap, even there, like, it's not perfect at the top. So, yep, nope. How about fuck you? You're gonna install it, I'm gonna pay for it. Sounds good, man. Honestly, like the name, it's not urgent for now. I would love to have something like special thanks or like biggest, not biggest supporter, but like shout out to the supporter or something like that. Like a little bit of a catchphrase at the top, then all the names, and yeah, and of course I want to see like the actual thing and approve it. For the colors, something that goes with black and yellow, knowing that it's black, yellow, and purple the car. So that's pretty much it. Honestly, that's my only condition. After that, it's all based on seeing what you're coming up with, talking. Basically, what I want to do is just redo what we did for your logo, man. Just some back and forth with you because it was actually freaking fun. And from there, we're gonna be having a good time and doing all that. Making that happen. And since I'm gonna be doing that with you, I know that the file's gonna be saved and that we're gonna be able after that to go on and actually reprint it every time I'm burning it through too much heat in the engine bay. That's the cool part. Actually, it's not even leaking that much because the master is closed. I didn't think of that. But because the pedal is not being pressed, it's not leaking like crazy. All right, that's actually a tight fit there. More than I was expecting. 13. It's raining so much outside, what the heck? Welcome to Quebec, where summer is non-existent. That's gonna be interesting. Please don't strip the plug there, sir. That will suck ass. So we're gonna try to go ahead and okay, so we're gonna really have to hold it in there, bring all the actual loose and try to get it done. There we go. There we go. All right, I hope the pressure won't damage it over time. Shouldn't be the case, but all right, that ½ an inch is actually a little tight. Actually, that's a good question. That's something Mr. Pound asked the other day, and my answer wasn't quite precise, just for the sole idea that technically speaking, I don't have a date at the minute. The idea is probably, oh, what's up, Herchu? So the idea to get the name on the Datsun is probably until the first actual track day on it. So that or until like the streaming backpack is ready to actually stream it from the racetrack. Because when I'm gonna be able to stream from the racetrack with it, that's where we're gonna go ahead and probably close it. Because at the first stream, I would love to have all the name already in the hood. So I would love to have the wrap done and all for the first IRL stream of the car. Like I said, there will probably be a phase 2 at some point when we go for removable aerodynamic stuff and all that. There we go. Boom. It's in place. Let's start adding some stuff there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So summer is not really like a date. I will probably make an official announcement like 2 weeks before closing everything. So basically expect that once the car is tuned, I'm buying everything for the streaming backpack, and then after that we're gonna be installing ourselves here on the table, build the streaming backpack, do a test, make sure everything works, and once we are good with that, everything's fine, we're preparing for the first racetrack of the year with the car, and the idea will be probably a Thursday night at Momeni Speedway, and I will love it, but like really love it if we could make that happen like before the end of July. That's like the wet dream there, and it's doable. It's doable. It's like all about the time I'm putting and everything for that, but it is definitely doable. So yep, $60 of chica. I love that. Look at you, making sure you get double like stuff with it. You get a bunch of chica, like $60. I think that will be pretty much like close to 100, not 100 chica, but probably quite. Actually, no. Technically, it's $2.62 the chicas, but you know, it will be like probably 60 chica just for you, and you will get like a freaking deal out of it and get your name on the car. That's insane. I love that. That's a good idea. All right, let's plug that. How we doing, Hurt You? Hope work is going great. Let's grab the actual Allen key for that right here. Let's try to install it. So we're going for one of the clamp. That's insane. Honestly, if there's 15 names on the car, I'm gonna be like so proud. So freaking proud, because I started that project thinking that, hey, I'm gonna put an incentive, but like not really believing in it, if you want. I was like, nah, whatever, we're gonna see what it's giving us. Costs nothing to do, and it's just there in case some people really enjoy the build, and like being at 12 right now is already like insane. I was actually not expecting that much. Especially for the streaming backpack and everything, you guys have been mental. Like again, the guy I helped for the BRZ last weekend, he asked me, okay, how much for the job once the job was done, and I was like, dude, if I had like the intention to make you pay for the time I spend with you here, I would have said it before like the job. Like, I'm not there to say, hey, okay, now you owe me $200 worth of my time for spending the like 4 hours, 5 hours in the garage, because that's a real good friend that I haven't seen in years. So I was more than happy to spend the day with him. And when I said that, I was like, look, take a look at the material we use with the welder, with like a buffer disc, stuff like that. Give you something for that, and like whatever you want to tip, it's all good. And the guy just went on, there's about, I will say, $50 of, there's about $50, $60 worth of material, I will say. I have that money in my pocket right now, and he gave me like $150 right there, and said like, put that for the Datsun. And I was like, dude, $50 worth of material, you give me $100 above that, your name is now going on the Datsun, sir. So he was like, what, for real? And I was like, yeah, dude, like that's the idea. Like I said, I was not to charge you any time because it was just for fun. But yeah, I get that, but again, it depends for what, because that guy, it was to make his car, his daily car that he's also tracking back to a great shape, and actually spend some time with him. And he paid for the poutine and everything for lunch break and all that, which is normal, I guess, because like we're using my place, my time and everything. But like, you know, it was really chill. Just like Kev will ask me for something to do on their RX-8 quickly, like during a weekend we don't have any event or something, it will be just a yes. Like it's gonna be just a straight yes, I don't care. Yeah, Dadu, we did it! 1,002 right now, which is freaking mental! Okay, fun fact, guys. I didn't say it. Yeah, it's a joke. I'm gonna make Kev pay because he has some fat money. So I'm gonna make sure he's just like doing that above me while I'm working on his RX-8, okay? Be sure of that. Charge Kev to repair thing you break on his car code driving. Oh, that's such a big brain move. 300 IQ there. Kev, that plastic, it's broken again. Daryl, I love saying that. Daryl doesn't have any time, like any spare time. So we're gonna fix it in my garage, but it's gonna take 3 hours. I'm gonna charge you like what? Friendly price, $80 an hour. Money glitch. It's costing up performance. You pay for it. Oh shit! I almost died right there. So that will be the best money glitch ever. But fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not a cheap motherfucker. I love that. Oh man, so good. So good. All right, we're connected there. That's pretty cool. We're gonna just make sure it's fixed. We're gonna install the other one underneath there to make sure it's clearing our actual. That one was where? It was there. Need to make sure I'm not putting too much tension on it. I don't want to break it at the top. Yep, it's definitely a little shorter than it used to be. Maybe I don't even need that second clamp at the minute. But that third clamp now, that was going there somewhere. That one we're gonna see. All right, I think we're gonna lift the car and go check underneath again and make sure that we can clear the actual steering column properly without any hesitation or anything, because definitely we're a little bit shorter. Worst case, I'm gonna convert it to Benjo bolt like that and just make sure we can go ahead and screw that right here at the end. That will basically point already towards the bottom and like just give us more loose and so less tension in the line. I'm not a fan of the amount of tension there is right now, but if it's working for now, good enough. Good enough. We're gonna see if it's going bad over time, but it should be not too bad. So that's done, let's do that. Front cam. I can't wait to drive that car. Man, I can't wait. So we're just gonna try to bleed the clutch after that. So, front cam. That was the weirdest cam change ever. Honestly, I can't wait to see myself drive that car either. Man, that's gotta be like, I think it's gotta be scary at first. It's gonna be freaking scary. Probably gonna announce it to some of you guys in Quebec, so if you want to join for the first test drive and all on a Thursday night or something at Montmagny Speedway, you're gonna be more than welcome. And we'll see what we're doing. I might just take a trailer and bring it on a trailer just to make sure that we're not having any issues, you know, like, well, expecting that we're gonna run into some issues, and so that way I won't have to drive it back home if it breaks or whatever. Better be safe than sorry. There we go. Hup. There. Let's take the old line, throw it in the bin. But yeah, I would love to make like a happening at Montmagny Speedway for that. It will be just like straight fun with all of you guys. I think we're gonna have some people looking at the car quite a lot over there. Oh, I need to communicate with Apex Engineer again. They told me they will send me some new link kit, but I never heard back of them since then, so I don't know if they actually sent it or not. Dual side. All right, let's go back in there and install the other clamp right here. So that clamp here should go right over there, and it was plugging something there. Let me grab a light. Don't know, maybe the Datsun's gonna be the car that's gonna be just giving me enough trouble to drive it properly that I gotta feel like I'm back at school with it. That's a little bit the idea. At the same time, not gonna lie, so I'm all in for that. But yeah, maybe we're gonna be on some surprise. There, up, there, and where is that? Why is it not going around it? Wait, what? Let me, oh yeah, I think I was not having the right place to connect there. Is that what I want to do? I think so. I think so. Let's go and try to do all that all together in here. See if I can push that through there. Oh my God, that's not fun. Oh, thank you, the Devil Z. Oh yeah. Did you know that the actual Devil Z was a Datsun 280ZX like mine? A red one? And not the blue Z from the anime? Did you know that? Fun fact of the day. That's too much tension there. I don't like it on the sensor. Let's do that. What the fuck? Am I not able to connect it? Maybe because it was there. Let's test it. Can the bolt go there? Not really. You did your research, I love that. Love that. All right, I'm not having fun right now. Bading, badang. Up, up. I don't know how it was supposed to be connected. Yeah, I think I could have ordered the one that is slightly bigger. But whatever. There we go. That was definitely that one on top there. Come on. Just closed in there. So much rain outside. Disgusting. Oi! I'm way too old for that. Whatever, whatever. Do, 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 do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to connect it. Don't have a good visual on it, to be honest. Oi! My light ran out of battery, of course. Of course, it was a small battery too. Makes sense. That. Let's take you out. The big boy battery. And it's gonna be rough in the knees. I'm so old, Mr. Stark. Fucking hell. Where is that hole? It's right there. There. I can't keep it there. I might be able to. There we go. Finally. Finally. There we go. Boom. That line won't move and we're gonna be good to keep it in there. Time to bleed. Let's check that. We don't need another clamp, that's for sure. So now the clutch pedal should feel like shit in the car. But that's where we're gonna know. Oh yeah, that's true. I wanted to. Does your have the T-top? No, I don't have the T-top on it. And I'm happy with that. Because they are a mess. Like over time, they get not super reliable. Let's say that this way. $400,000, that's insane. Last year was 250,000. $12,000 out of that. 12,000 US. So more like 15,000 Canadian on that. Yep. Honestly, I'm sad. Usually every year for the last 3 years, pretty much, the person in charge was asking me to go there and present the actual big check in front of the cameras and all live. And yeah, I'm sad this year that she didn't call me, and I was like, meh. Like our best freaking year as a team. We did so much, and I was not invited. So I was sad, but it's okay. Instead, we're here, working on the car. All right, let's see if we can just add a tiny bit more tension to that. That would be cool. At least it's working together at the minute, so that means, technically speaking, we're good. Oh, we can. Oh yeah, it's pretty much tight now. Yep, it is seated in place. Let's hope it works great and doesn't break anywhere. Let's do it. Let's bleed that little clutch. Front cam. Hey, thanks. Can't wait to see that. Is that a picture? I'm gonna go check if that's the same people as last year. What I'm thinking is that maybe since this year we were a team and not like an actual, we were an actual team and not under one account, which was mine. I think that might have been the game changer there. Do I know anyone? The guy on the right, I know him. He's a kid from the thing. Team Beanox on the left, I'm pretty sure, but not the same guys as last year. The one in the middle, I have no clue who that is. So, no clue. Someone beat us, I guess. Was probably like one of the big streamer or something, because we were right behind Cocotte and some big French streamer. So that will make sense. All right, let's try to bleed that. And get a clutch pedal to work. Gonna need to charge the compressor, I think. Because we're gonna do it with a vacuum. It worked pretty well last time we did that. Just like that, because if we want to check under the car if we're having a leak, it's gonna be useful. Let me test quickly the actual clutch pedal right now, how it feels. It should be like real soft. Oh, yep, it doesn't even go up by itself right now. So that's good, that's the actual expected result. So you will see one of the things we've done on the car when building it was something to make sure we can actually handle a proper bleeding setup for the clutch by ourselves if needed. Like everything is based on I'm gonna be alone to work on it. It's not necessarily the case, but everything is thought that way just to make sure. So dual side. One thing that we've done is install the Wilwood master cylinder here, which means I can check the level by just opening it up or looking on the side, and that's all good. But the main thing of the setup is that we actually went on and installed the remote bleeder right here. So right at the back of the engine, right there. I don't know if you can see it. So that thing here is linked to the clutch, and that part, that little part right there, is actually what will allow us to bleed the setup and make it work great. So last time it worked pretty good. We'll see if we can make it happen again. We're gonna use the setup we use for the brake. It's pretty much the same kind of thing. So what I'm gonna do right now is just that. See if I can plug it on top here with that fitting, which I'm doubting, but who knows? If it works, that means we can go on, crack it open, and get it to bleed. That will be like one of the tightest and cleanest setup if it works, but no, that doesn't fit it, I'm pretty sure. Nope. That's just too big a little bit. So what we're gonna do then is either remove that, yep, just plug that on top like this. That one should be fitting pretty well. There you go. So that way we're gonna be able to plug that, but we need to fill the compressor. I'm 100% sure of that. Let me check. So it's gonna be loud. Yep. So for that, since it's loud and it takes a while, let me actually put my ears and I'm gonna go into the loud noise. All right, there we go. So we got some air in the compressor, should be enough hopefully to actually bleed it properly. So let's go right here, dual side. So what I'm gonna do now is crack open that here, plug the airline into our thing here, and what we're gonna do is basically just go ahead and start pressing that, which will create a vacuum, and we should see some fluid get in there, which means it should just work great. Once we have a bunch of fluid there, when we gonna have emptied about like half of the clutch reservoir, we should be good to actually close it and make sure it works great. So I think it was UN 11 mil if I'm not wrong. And from there, I should be able to just hold that one down here, which is actually not a 13 mil, but pretty much a 12 mil. 11, I don't think so. Let me test it. It's actually an 11 mil down there. So on top, it is smaller than that for sure. Let's test 8 mil, 9 mil, 10 mil. 10 mil will make sense. Let's try it. Yep. Maybe even 9, but 10 works. Can feel it, clamp on it. So what we're gonna do is this. Hold that there. All we wanna do is crack it open quickly without going too crazy on it. So like that, like this. Like so. There we go. And once we're gonna be done, we're just gonna go ahead and actually reclamp it in place. So let's do that. Are we ready? Let's take a look at that. Loud noise. Focus voice. All right, what I don't remember is if I needed to press the pedal to make it like open up. So we're gonna test that and see if it works. Because that will make kind of sense to open up the system there. Then take the oil. Like so. Now I see some oil going on top there. Just trying to find a good spot. I think the gravity is not helping me now. Really good. Let's go press again. Oh yeah, if I'm not wrong, what I did last time was hold it like vacuuming and then pumping the pedal a bunch of times. That's what I did, so let's try that. All right, hey, we're gonna find out. I forgot how I did it. I honestly forgot how I did that. So we're gonna find that out soon enough. So let's just use a tie wrap to hold the handle here. Oh, actually there's something here. Well, I don't even need that. There we go. And just activate the system there. So that is vacuuming. All right, let's go. I don't see shit, so I have no clue if it's working. I'm gonna do it a few times. Looks like it's doing something. Yep. I see oil going through. Let's take a look. It's dropping the level and we have oil going through, so that's for sure actually working right now. Let's close it and see if it's enough. We actually got a good amount, so I'm gonna keep it under vacuum while I'm closing it. Just because I want to make sure that we're sealing that with pressure applied so no air goes back inside. Okay, that's a raw position there. Let's position that. All right, let's go there. Let's go here. All right, it disconnected, but I think we're good. Look at the amount of actual fluid we removed from there. So that's good. That's exactly the result we want to see. Now, if I'm all Gucci here, I shouldn't have much more to actually tight that up. Yeah, no, it was pretty much there. All right, awesome. Now let's put back the cap and let's just test that actual setup there. Let's see if we have some clutch pedal. Let's see if it works. Because yeah, basically the idea of pumping the pedal is actually opening up and closing the system in the master, and the vacuum is only there to make sure we are having like something pulling the fluid through the system so it doesn't go against the actual because I want to say it against the actual like air bubble and everything, so it's just helping that go through, and that's the amount of oil we remove from there. So a lot of it went through the system, and that's excellent because technically that means we might be good and have a decent clutch pedal right now. So let's just try it quickly, see if it feels good and if it's coming back up. Oh yeah. Now that's a clutch pedal. Maybe with the brake I could do the same thing. Like, oh yeah, the clutch pedal feels good now. It feels real good. W. That's some progression. So what I'm gonna do now is fill up the master with some fresh oil because I don't want to be re-adding the one we just took out, just in case there's machining residue in the new line and stuff like that, you know. And then we're gonna raise the car and go make sure that we don't see any leak underneath. Oil, brake, oil fluid on a paint is not good, so make sure to remove it as soon as you see it. By the way, so let's fill that up to the top level there. There we go. Because we love having everything filled up and looking like it's brand new. Awesome. Yo, that's actually something that went quite straightforward compared to what I was expecting. I love it. There we go. Up, up. Here we're clean. Let's go underneath and see if it's clean there too. Front cam. There we go. Let's put that aside. Up. That one we won't need in the end. There we go. A working clutch, that's a huge progression. Honestly, since we're in the oil stuff and everything, I'm tempted to try the brake system with that technique. Just like going in and pressing the pedal a couple of times with everything hooked up to the actual line. Maybe that's all we're missing on that system. All right. Let's go check that out and make sure there's no obvious leak down there. Front cam. Front cam. There we go. Sam, if you're still around, did you see the interior of the Datsun? I think I sent some picture in the group, I'm not sure. Maybe you did. Pretty happy with the result. I'm gonna send you some picture if you haven't. So right now there's a puddle under, but that's from when we disconnected the line, so hard to tell. Just need to see if it's still like dry at the fitting in itself. I received a part that I think is wrong in my order, by the way. I just saw that while I was filling up the compressor. It's weird. I need to take a look at the part number, but I'm pretty sure it's wrong. It looks like a carburetor kit, and I don't think I've ordered the one for Danik, so like there's no reason it will be here. Otherwise, like I showed you, we received the new spark plugs wire. They are quite thick, to be honest, so we're gonna test them, but maybe I'm gonna have to resend them and buy something else. Otherwise, I received BMW parts, so that doesn't affect us right now. Yeah, we received just a few parts. I received the new spacer also for the car. The new spacers, I need to go and make them machine maybe next week if I have time. That will be cool. So yep. All right, let's go underneath and just check. It's taking 30 seconds, so I won't move the camera or anything. You're gonna have to trust me. So far, so good. It's actually dry. Yep. Awesome. So we have a clutch pedal and it feels good. Is that a W? I think so. So there we go. There we freaking go. So next step will be maybe the brake, like I said, like we did. Just going on and pressing the pedal while bleeding the brakes. That could be an actual right way to do those. And after that, if we get a clutch and a brake pedal, honestly, we're so close to driving the car. Because like I said, the oil leak, if it's the actual oil pan, there's not really anything I can do against that. I will go on and take my wrench right there. That I will bring the camera for it. I'm just gonna try to tight a little bit more the bolt for the oil pan, but again, you can't go too strong on those, otherwise you may break them and you don't want that. So dual side. There we go. So let me just go ahead, take a look if there's anyone here. Like, I cannot go stronger than that. I will be just scared to go even. Like, I'm just giving a little something to them and it already feels wrong. It's so scary. That's not my best ratchet for that. Grab the decent one for it. Welcome anybody joining. Hope your day is amazing. Mine is. We just got some W right now, so we're happy with that. I cannot go stronger than that for sure. Nothing to do there. Here, that side seems good, so we won't touch it. I just like added a bit of torque to a few of them, but yeah, we're gonna see. At this point, I cannot do any miracle for the oil leak. If it's that, I would have need to like put a gasket maker, a small layer of gasket maker, maybe on the main gasket, but that's like GM stuff, to be honest. And I didn't went cheap for that, so for the kit, the gasket kit, so I'm like, oh, why? Front cam. All right, what time is it? It's been 2 hours, 45 minutes. It's almost 4. We're gonna give it a try for the brake, I think. It's not that long to do. We might get some nice result out of it. That will be cool. If it works, maybe tomorrow I will go and try a little test drive with the girlfriend in the afternoon. That will be kind of epic, so let's do it. That here. So we're gonna drop the car again, man. That lift is getting abused and I love it. Like, best thing I bought like ever. I couldn't see my life without it anymore. It just feels like the right move I did there. Okay, just reinstalled the fitting for the really small bleeder valve on that. I'm gonna take my 1/4 inch thing here. Let's take a look at the amount of air. If we're lacking air, we're gonna go ahead and refill. Yep, it went really low. So there we go. Loud noise. Didn't work, no. I'm gonna do that while I'm preparing the car, removing the wheels and all that, so we have access to the brakes. So let's go. Loud noise. raucous voice. All right, so we're back. Dual side. And we're gonna attack that brake right there, that brake system right there, because it is the furthest away from the car. What we're gonna do first though is open the master so we can take a look also at the amount of oil we have in there and all that. And we're gonna do it the same way we just did the clutch. So that means once it's open on top here, we're going on and we're putting the actual vacuum bleeder on. And like someone said, it's always better when someone's pressing the pedal. So while it's actually trying to vacuum some of the oil and everything, we're gonna go and press like 5 times the pedal just to open the system and make sure it's actually helping. And from there, once it's done, we're gonna close the valve and do all of them. So we're really gonna need to take a huge attention to the actual oil level, because we might be going through a lot of it. Maybe that one we're gonna reuse it, unsure yet, because I'm getting a little bit low on my brake fluid. But again, because like everything's new and we've done it so many times so far, it will like kind of be logical to do it, but we'll see. Nothing so sure yet. Let me grab my small Allen key here because I'm missing one, that's for sure. So what I'm gonna do now is try to figure out which one is the right one for that setup here. And seems like you might be, or not. That was a 2, so 1.5 could be the one, right? 1.5 is too small. Let's try with the Imperial one then, because I'm pretty sure that's what it's expecting. There we go. Yo, I can just do that, that's W, but no, let's do it properly there. Up. All right, you won't see a lot right now. I'm just opening up the cover, so don't worry. Won't be too long, won't take too much time. It's only 4 screws to open up. I've already done that so many times live on stream. If we get the brake pedal sorted out today also, it's insane. Like if I actually have a decent pedal today, both on clutch and on the brake, it's freaking insane. I'm so damn happy, but yeah. Let's see that first. There's no guarantee. Dual front. There we go. So I'm just here, hello. Working on that. 1 screw out, 2 screws out. Oh, I'm hungry. So yeah, we're gonna give it a go. So today will have been 1 clutch line and 2 bleeds set up for a whole stream. Lol, it's part of the game. There we go, let's take that out. Here, that, let's take that out here. So that's just I want to put that in a clean spot. That's the gasket going on top, preventing it from sucking some air. Well, too much air at least. So let's do that. Let's drop that somewhere. I'm gonna put that on top here. That's gonna be good enough. There we go. All right, time to do that. So I'm gonna go back there, hook up the setup, and we're gonna see how it's going. So where did I bring it though? Well, where's my leader? There. That with the 1/4 inch there. Dual side. There we go. Hopla. We're gonna see if that setup wanna work, but make sure I already have enough airline to go all around. Should be the case now. There we go. back here. Normally we're taking out the caliper at the rear just because they are almost flat. Those ones are slightly higher, so we're gonna bet on those ones to work. And also, oh, the cam broke because you don't see me there. So let me go fix that. But yeah, basically we're gonna be hoping that the fact they are almost flat won't affect the result here. I don't want to take them out because since I'm gonna be pressing the pedal, I'm afraid that they might actually oh yeah, the camera is gone now. Let me fix that. So yeah, I'm afraid that the piston get out and that it caused more problem than anything else. So we're gonna test that mounted in place. There we go, beautiful. There, so like I said, we installed the setup, we plugged the air, so it's actually bleeding already, and then I'm gonna go press the pedal quickly 5 times. Then we're gonna do that everywhere all around. So that's the big idea here. Hopefully it's gonna work. So just like that, like this, like that. So can I hold it somewhere? Oh, what the fuck happened there? Like so. You have fluid getting out. Nothing at night. Wasn't in an ideal angle, so let's just do that. All right, let's go press the pedal a few times. Seems like it's working. Just like that, remove a bunch. Looks good. Opening the second leader screw, 5 shut-off brakes. Oh, I think it's not open enough. I already have some pedals. Like that, maybe. It's working because I see an effect here. Am I breaking my stuff? Nope. That's the amount of fluid I remove in just that. That's insane. That setup is working real good. Real good. Let's put that back in there. There we go. And let's do the other side there. So yeah, the oil is quite clean, just a bit foggy because of the pressure. And I think we deleted some air because yeah, there's less oil now in here. So I'm just gonna refill it entirely just to make sure. Let's go over the full. There we go. Yo, guys, it's maybe the way to do it. New tricks unlocked with the vacuum bleeder. Potentially, we'll see. It's not done yet, but it feels good. Front cam. Let me bring the setup around here and then we shall continue. Honestly, if we're getting a W out of that, it's actually insane. Just gonna make real sure that we close everything. Yep, everything's real good there. Let's bring that back here. Let's bring back the bottle. And then let's go grab the camera. But really, I feel like that's just the best way to do it. That one should be easier just because basically we're gonna be able to go on and press the pedal real quick. We don't have to go around the car or whatever, so that's gonna help a lot. That one, let me install you right here actually. Maybe not, maybe right there. Dual side. There we go-ish. Maybe I can make something a little better. Is that better? That's not bad. There we go. Full of fluid. What we're gonna do now is make sure our nozzle here is clean. Don't want any dirt getting inside the reservoir, and I'm not taking too much care of it right now. So let's make sure it's clean. Outer bleeder screw here first. So I'm putting that on top here, and what we're gonna do is just crack it open. You know the drill by now. And from there, do this, do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 times. I see a lot of fluid went through. Already almost half of it. It's bleeding way faster like that. Which kind of mean it's working better too. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little 10 shot on that one. Oh shit, I hope I had the time. Close it properly. I hope I haven't put some dirt into it with that. It's fine, but maybe that one we won't take the risk because I'm pretty sure the nozzle may have sucked some dirt on the ground. Yep, I see it at the end of the bottle there. So maybe we're gonna avoid doing that. I'm gonna just clean it for now. Chat one calm, how we doing? What are we up to now? Hope you're doing good, everyone. I know it's like the 1000th time I'm actually bleeding my brake, so I'm not picking up on you for being calm and chill. Been there, done that so many times. But honestly, I feel like we're onto something right now. The results are just way better. Front cam. There we go. All right, let me bring you over to the front passenger side, because it's always, I've already said it multiple times, but basically it's always from the furthest to the closest to the brake pedal. So third wheel is like second to last closest brake setup, like brake system compared to the brake pedal, and so it's passenger side front. So there we go, we're gonna do it right now. Dual side. Dual side. Look at that. Look at those beautiful thick brake. Love those. All right, let's refill that, just making sure we're not lacking some fluid in there. That will suck. Here we go. Let's bring the setup there. That, I don't remember where I put the wrench, of course. That's a problem for future me. Future being in like 5 seconds, but all good. So that one here, caliper is vertical, so it's really easy to just plug it like that, crack it open, and go on and pump the pedal. The only thing to take care of is that it doesn't disconnect like it's trying to do right now. So that's all. So maybe what I can do now is actually hang it there with the little thing. However, I need to make sure I'm gonna have a decent angle for the bottle there. Gonna have to find that the hard way, I guess. We're gonna figure that out. Where's the small wrench? It's there. So there we go. There we go. Up, that one, I just cleaned it up. So it's gonna be a little bit tough to go in the car and actually leave it there. I will need something to hang it like here. Like that. That's doing the job. Okay, not there, but there, like this, and like that. Like that. Seems like it might work. I want to trust it. Should I go even higher then? No, higher is not better in this case. Oh, maybe. Yeah, right there. That's a setup. That, I guess. Yep, that's working quite a lot. That's super efficient. Really the hardest spot to make it work properly. It's like so whack the way I hold it right now. But this is worse, man. Go press the pedal. Good. Actually quite good. There we go. Look at the amount we removed. That's insane. Hey Diddy, how we doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope your day is beautiful. Hope you're having a lot of fun, man. Because on our side, so far it's going great. One more break to do. All right. Hop. Ugh. What the fuck? Get here. Let's do this. That, let me reinstall here, and I'm gonna bring the cam right after. So one more break to do, and then we shall be good. If that fixed our bad brake pedal feeling, we are the happiest little streamer out there. I'm telling you that. If it doesn't, well, we're gonna figure that out another time. But I want to believe, because I'm a true believer into the awesomeness of that car. Oh, that's actually working great. How was your day, Diddy? Hope you had an amazing one so far. Look at those brakes and enjoy the view. Press on that one. Since it's the last, I want to make sure that we're all good. Let's go into the last one. Let's just make sure that one's really well. There. That one will be right. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2 presses. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. There we go. You want to see how crazy that was? We just remove all that, and I just destroy my jeans for sure. Just drop some oil onto them. Sucks to be me. There we go. That's all back full. Remove the over of oil that we had there. Up, up. Do you think that we now have a brake pedal, guys? I would hope for that to be a thing. I would hope for that to be done. Call it freaking done. All right. So right now, remove the actual few parts of oil I saw there. Yeah, I should be able to make something for a wheel speed sensor out of those bolts here. Yep. That, or even in the middle here. Tack, 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 yep. I think I'm gonna be good for a wheel speed sensor at the front here. All right, up. Yo, that was a sick throw. Let's test that. Oh, I will put back the cover and everything first, so let me bring you there. So we're gonna be just capping that. One more time. Just like so. With the cover, like so. And with the screws. Oh, it's outside. I was hearing something leaking. It's the rain outside hitting the door frame. Lol. There we go. So if the clutch done and the brakes done, it's a huge day today. We're a few shaking away to, for the brake. The clutch so far feels way better than it was, so that's good. It's gonna be over a few tries that we'll see if it's leaking at all. But otherwise, it's pretty damn good. There we go. Click. Click. Doesn't have to be too tight. Click. Shouldn't be doing that towards there. And click. Boom! Master in place, guys. Huge, 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 huge. Let's test the brake. So right now what I'm expecting to see, if everything goes well, is that this here, I can right now slide it. If I'm pressing a couple of times, the piston should go down, and I hear something happening and the pedal feels better than before. But that's still not. Are we seeing anything moving? Let's test it with the cam. Actually, it's gonna be even better if I'm going there. Because otherwise I have no clue what's wrong with my brake pedal. Something's moving in there, right? Oh, it's just me shaking the car. Doesn't feel like it's braking at all, eh? That's gonna be something we're gonna have to figure out, I guess. I'm gonna put back the wheels and maybe just testing it quickly, moving it and like pressing the brake, whatever. We'll see. Front cam. There we go, but maybe that's gonna be waiting for tomorrow, so I can take it out of the garage and just test it quickly. But yeah, for now, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's bring that back here. I'm gonna reinstall all the wheels. Up. Cause I'm starting to fade. Honestly, if just the clutch sorted out today, it's still a W. So at this point, you know, hey, Sam, what up? I missed that. Sorry there. Try brakes made of trees once. My car wouldn't stop. No one needs to see that. How we doing? Hey man, on Wednesday, if there's a race, I should be there. Fingers crossed, everything should be good. I'm like finishing my training at work, and technically I'm starting my few first task at work on the new project, but I should be around. So, yep. We will see how it goes, but I will be more than happy to be around for the next race. I'm gonna have to practice. It's been a while. I've done one Formula 1600 this week to prepare for karting, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm not doing a lot of it. Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm talking about it. I saw in the Discord she did a @racer message, so hopefully it's the case, and we have an epic moment there. Yeah, right now I'm fighting the brake system. We just fixed a leak on the transmission, well, the clutch system, which is a W in itself. Because there was a possibility that I had to remove the transmission, which I was not really looking forward to. So yeah. Fair enough, man. Yeah, on my side, it's pretty much, wait a second, just trying to get that done without destroying my wheel. Oi! I hate that socket. Those old ones, maybe I should put the new one in. Let me do that actually, because like that one's getting stuck every time. So yeah, basically the only reason was to practice for karting and all, but right now I'm at 4 or 5 racing event IRL, including karting, I mean, not just with cars. So pretty good start for the summer, but definitely asking a bunch of time plus work plus the Datsun. So I'm like, but I want to practice more. I won't definitely. I'm looking forward to actually have more seat time in our racing. That will be cool. We're looking for maybe some actual, is that 17? No, of course, it's gonna be 19. We're looking for maybe some endurance race with friends. So I'm gonna keep you posted. There's one, it's 6 hours. We could do like me, you train, or something like that maybe. Need to keep you posted on when it is and all that. But it will be 6 hours that will give us just 2 hours each. That will be like perfect. That will be fun. So yeah, we need to take a look at that too. That. Let's bring that. Let's bring this. Dual side. dual side. There we go. So that one technically will remove that one without any issues. There, and it will help us put the brand new one. Thank you for the work. Oh yeah. Thank you so much for the lurk, Sam, you legend. Oh, it's beautiful when it's brand new. Can't wait to destroy them. The socket, there we go. I'm so confident we're close to driving the car on the street. I'm putting 4 lug nuts in them. That's how confident I am. Bam. Front cam. All right, I'm gonna go all around the car. Let me just set the cam for the other side because you can't see there, but otherwise should be pretty straightforward. Dual side. There we go, big wheel, big wheel. Up, up. Should try to count. Can I make a mark maybe or something that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, plenty of turn. It's 3 minimum, and we're at least at like 7 before even torquing. So that's good, because we're gonna be increasing the spacer thickness on the front, so we really need to have enough thread. There we go. Awesome. Nailed it. Same at the back, so you won't see it much, but there we go. We're going all the way at the back there, and we're gonna do the wheel. Those one, we're gonna use most of the lug probably. There we go. Last side, front cam. There we go. All right, let's do that one. So the car will be back on its wheels. On the wheels. Which is something I like to see, because it makes it feel like we're close to driving it. Which is kind of the reason we're building that. Fuck, man, can I see something there, sir? Up. Oi. Oi. Come on. Going to your spot, please. There we go. Well, we go. Easy. First try. Not at all. Yo, 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 heard you. From home, let's go. Love that. How we doing? How was work? On my side, definitely happy with the day on the Datsun. We're gonna see if it works. Hopla. Ugh. We're gonna see if the brake works. That will be great. I have a doubt. But hey, gotta test it, right? So let's do that. Let's bring that down. So let me do this. Cup. Gonna be all dirty. That's the idea, yes sir, but please don't apply pressure just yet. We're not ready for that. You are going first, and then you are going second. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice, yeah, I need to do that too tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's gonna be trying, hoping for good weather so that way we can work on in the yard. But like nothing so sure right now, because it's supposed to rain quite a lot this weekend here, so it sucks a little bit. There we go. All right, we're gonna do a quick test, I think. Kind of want to know if I have some brakes or not at all. So what we might end up doing is just move forward and backward a tiny bit. Maybe just start the car and see how it feels. So I'm gonna try to clean myself up just a touch because I was sitting on the ground. Do this, start the car. That one is bugging me a little bit. There we go. Phew. All right. Whew, it's hot. Are we ready, chat? We're gonna start the car and see if we have brakes. So as always, I'm gonna be starting the car, it will die. Then I'm gonna be starting it again and it will feel great. Like idle's gonna stick. That's how it works lately. So one of my friends was telling me it was just an ECU parameter most likely, which will make sense. Brake pedal does feel better than it used to. All right, we're good there. It dies. It works. Clutching, perfect. We can move. I kind of have a brake pedal. It brakes. just not as much as I was expecting. Yeah. Yeah, definitely when we clutch in, the floating disc is not making the same noise. It works. Clutch is feeling good now, like real good. No joke. So at least it moves, it does its things. And I have a bit of brake, so honestly, if it's like actually like decent weather tomorrow, I might take it for the first little test drive on the street. That will be exciting, not gonna lie. So we'll see that tomorrow. Maybe give it a little wash too, we'll see. So guys, on this, I think it's gotta be my time to go. I'm fading right now, fading. Like my energy is freaking low. I need to go eat something for sure. Let me do this, let me do that. Let's check that out. Who we could go see. Star Citizen could be fun. Have we seen Orange today? Yeah, Orange was there at the beginning of the stream. Then he disappeared. He disappeared. Hope he's doing amazing today. Anyone doing anything crazy tonight? I have to go chat with a girlfriend. There's a concert for free in town, and I'm more than willing to go there. All right, guys, I'm gonna send you to Joey. Joey X Guns, you probably know him, guys, but like he's amazing. And basically he's playing Gray Zone right now, and I might be playing Gray Zone real soon. It's actually like something I'm looking forward to. So take a look, let me know what you think. Honestly, I think the game looks amazing, looks really fun. A lot of bushes and mosquitoes, which I kind of enjoy. Like you can snipe and everything, which is pretty cool. So on this, I'm gonna catch you later. It's my time. Bag of donuts, yeah. So it's my time to go take a break. Really happy with the progression on the car today. We have a clutch now. We have basically some nice brakes. So well, brakes nice semi, but we have brakes, at least we just saw it. So tomorrow maybe a test drive on my side, and I'm gonna keep you posted early this week on this. I love you all. Have a very nice weekend, guys. You deserve it. You're the best. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Click. Boom, boom. Great. Let's go.